M is for, and today we're going to do a lipstick roundup for the things that I've picked up so far in 2023. You're coming here in mid-morning, bright LA sunshine in the living room, and we're going to go through the different lip products that I've picked up. I don't necessarily want to swatch everything. If I have a photo, I can put it up of me wearing some of these. But really, I just kind of wanted to talk formula, color, what I was really loving and what wasn't really my favorite. And then we'll talk about it. So anyway, here we go. It's possibly a long one. I'm not going to tell you what kind of beverage you should pick out. If you should have a beverage, maybe you're non-beveraging this morning. I have some coffee and some water just in case. And so let's get to it. Okay, so the first things that I wanted to talk about were the two lipstick products that were all right, that you definitely could pick some up, but that didn't make it to the point where I picked up multiples of them, which is usually the way you tell how I feel about something. So the first one is the Colourpop. This is in the shade Lioness. Has really nice packaging, heavy duty. It's a snap closure, so it's not something that is got the magnetic packaging to it. It's a pink shiny. This was nice. This slipped on creamy sort of formula, very comfortable, pretty, not necessarily long wearing, but it's not meant to be. It's just a regular cream lipstick. Liked it, but only picked up one shade. But if this was something that you were looking to pick up, I don't think you'd be mad about it. And some people are really liking it. So that's the first one. And then the second one in that level is the this is E.l.f, and it has very nice packaging. Also feeling fairly heavy duty. Has light magnetic packaging. Also a very creamy sort of a formula. Not terribly heavy, but not super light, but just kind of in the middle there. Really, decent cream lipstick. Nice packaging, really kind of going after the Nars, and not doing too bad of a job of it. So it's a little higher of a price point for E.l.f, but not a bad lipstick, solid. But I did not pick up any other shades because I didn't find there to be necessarily remarkableness about it, like something that would set it so far above the rest. But it really is coming for that luxury sort of experience with the packaging, and just a solid color formula. Now, lest you think that I'm just picking on the less expensive brands, here's Hourglass. I really bought this for the packaging. This has this strange packaging it's very shiny, not horribly heavy, it's a little bit lighter, but very shiny, very slanted, and the way I store my makeup, it would be great to show the rabbit from Hourglass. This is a light formula as well. It has good color pigment, light slippy sort of a formula, not long wearing, and it was solid. I really bought it for the packaging. The formula is good, but not, again, anything to write home about, because you can see excuse me, these are all kind of along the same lines of formula, so it's not anything revolutionary formula wise, but it's nice. So if you like Hourglass, you wanted to support something for non-human rights, this is a good thing to do. Again, I got it for the packaging. Maybe a little bit shallow, but that's me. Anyway, okay, so those are some things that I just ended up with one of, as far as lipsticks go. Now, I did also just pick up one of the Lawless. This was in the lavender one set. There were two of the lip plumping glosses that came out with that. This is the more not fuchsia, but like a wisteria, sort of a lilac color. I liked it. Definitely has some plumping. It was nice, but I wouldn't necessarily go out to buy more of these specifically. Now, I do hear that the more Balm formulation is really nice, so I may pick up one of those, maybe at the Sephora sale. But as far as the lip gloss, the plumping lip gloss, it was nice, but it was something that I wasn't necessarily just dying to run out and get another one of. But I did like it. I'm glad I purchased it. Wasn't necessarily moved to get another one. Now, as far as things that I got in singles, this is the Summer Fridays. This is a lip and cheek tint. Now there's 3 of these. There's a light pink, there's more of a beachy, sandy, beige color, and then this is Heat Wave. Now the packaging doesn't come off so easy, but anyway, you've seen this before. But anyway, it's a nice color. These can blend out to almost nothing. So probably the light pink in that is not gonna show up on deeper toned skin as just more than just like a soft wash of emollients with maybe just a tad bit of color. But these are only available on the Summer Fridays website. And the nice thing is they did show all of these on darker skin. So you will get to see how it reads. It's not really, it is a very barely there, but I did like the formula. It's a little bit emollient, but not so emollient that it's sticky. It just feels like kind of like skincare. But this is Heat Wave, and I kind of liked how it did on both my lips and my cheeks, which was interesting. I am on the fence about picking up other shades. I do like this, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, as my skin's changing, we're going into summer, I'm getting older, who'da thunk, you know, trying to experiment with different flavors of stuff. Today I'm wearing the sunscreen from Summer Fridays. I really love it. That's like massively wonderful. The skin tint is good. I don't know that I'd pick it up again, but I may end up going back. They have a set of these on their website with one of the other things that I picked up. They have sets of these, and I did like this. It's a great, and I like the fact that it's in this packaging. So it's in that kind of tube. This is actually curved. I don't know if you can see that. This is curved, so it's sort of trying to be lip hugging, so it's not flat. This is a nice formulation. Definitely, I appreciate it has the light scent depending on which kind you get. So they do have a set, not of this specific one, I got these separately, but they did start selling sets of these with a lip gloss, lip treatment, whatever you want to call it, together. So I may go back for other ones, so I'm still on the fence, sort of that. But anyway, this is still only available on the Summer Fridays website. Okay, so now getting into things that were launches as kind of a collab. This is the Glamlite and Chucky and Tiffany. And I am actually impressed with the formulation of the Glamlite lipsticks. These packages are a little bit heavier. They're definitely plastic, but my one drawback for these is the packaging smells terrible, plastic terrible. And not the product. The product itself is fine. Like, I swatched a big swatch on my hand and then like waited and sniffed it. Not a problem with the actual thing. These don't have any fragrance to them. So it actually in this case might have behooved them to add a little bit of a fragrancing. But this is a very, it has a full body to it. So you're putting on your lip color and it's very creamy, but kind of dense, like not where it feels like it's cloying to the lips, like you can't handle it, but it has enough body that this actually has a really good wear time. So if you put this on, it wears, because it's a lipstick, it's not a stain or whatever, but because of that body and because it settles right down, it has a really, really good wear time. I like the colors. I'm not necessarily a Chucky collector, so this isn't something that I'm like, oh, I'm going to display, but I do like the product. I wish it had a little bit of scent, and I think they could really experiment with some different shades of these. But I did like this. I'm going to be purchasing other Glamlite lipsticks if they come out. That's something that's pretty definitive, going to do that. But anyway, the Chucky is a lighter one. And then the Tiff is a deeper color, a deeper shade. So that's the Tiff. But because it settles down and has the good body, it doesn't move around. So I'm not at all worried when I'm wearing the deeper color that I'm gonna have my face all messed up and crazy. So really dependable, nice wearable formulas. The packaging stinks, literally, not figuratively. The other thing that came out, Colourpop did the set for the Snow White collection, and it came with a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss. And you had the Snow White ones being in the red, and then the Evil Queen being in the deeper shade. Let me see if I can find it. And then the glosses were in that formula. The glosses are nice. The lipstick is nice. It is a little bit kind of not as deeply bodied as the Glamlite, but just nice, a nice body to it. But again, kind of that creamy, slippy sort of a formula. And it's not something that, if it were not Snow White, I don't know if I would have. I just wanted to see. This curiosity again got to me. What was it going to be like? How is it going to feel? And there were a whole bunch of other reds, like Natasha Denona came out with the I Need a Red lip line, and I was just like, well, let me try and see what Colourpop's got. It's good. Again, you know, the formula is not so dramatically exceptional that I'm just going to be like formula, but it's good, and it's less expensive, and in this case it was a fun collaboration. So I'm not upset that I picked it out. It's just one of those that, and here's the Evil Queen. I don't know, because we're going into summer, how much, again, the packaging is plastic, not light, but lighter. There's the Evil Queen as that deep magenta. And they're nice colors. I just don't know, coming into summer and spring, how much I'm going to be wearing the deep reds. I might get more wear out of the lip glosses, but we're gonna have to see on that one. Let me clean off my hand and I'll continue talking about other formulas. So things that I picked up that we've kind of seen me use before. This is the KVD, the formerly Lolita, now Queen of Poisons. This is the mini that was on the Ulta website. This is one of my favorite formulas of the liquid lip, because it just really is bulletproof. It doesn't go anywhere. That's the story of me falling asleep with a deep red color on my oatmeal creamy colored couch, and just I had forgotten I was wearing it. It was that comfortable and non-existent feeling, and I woke up and nothing had moved around and I hadn't stained my couch. So that was a good selling point for me. So anyway, if you find a color that you like and you're looking for a liquid lipstick, these are pretty bulletproof, more so than some of the other ones. As far as other in that kind of liquid lip category, the lip snatchers from One's Eyes. Now I have done a dedicated video with these guys. The liquid lip formula is really great, kind of more of a powdery set down, and then the lip glosses are just stunning. These you can wear alone or combined. If you combine them, they don't have the wear that just doing this by itself. This is not quite as bulletproof as the KVD, but it's a nice formula and comfortable, and these are just fun. Got the little kind of, you know, waist there, I feel like, and they're just really nice lip products. I have 5 of these. So I have the Disney one, and then I got 4 in the new launch. So again, you can kind of tell from that my desire level. Also in that desire level, I was playing with Linda Hallberg, her line. Got this is in the, like a liquid latex sort of but this doesn't end up setting down like some of the new Urban Decay, the shaky ones, kind of set down or are bulletproof in that way. This doesn't really set down, but it has that look to it. I liked this. I think this has a definite place in my collection, but I figure there's a couple of other shades. I'm not in any rush to go right out and get those, because I don't necessarily always want that type of a latex look. So that one I was fine with. This was the lipstick. I liked the lipstick formula. This one is kind of a little too cool tone for me, kind of makes me look dead, so this is probably going to be being passed on along. I like the formulation. The packaging I don't love, because this is it clicks, it doesn't really click in, it just kind of, and it's a little bit harder to get to. So like, I actually have a lot of good cream lipsticks that I like, so I'm probably not going to pick up any more of these, and because it's more of that cool tone, let me swatch for you. It's more of the cool tone. It's a really pretty color and it's a really pretty formula, but just not something that I think that I'm going to be repurchasing more of from Linda Hallberg, from LH Cosmetics. However, the Fantasticks, these are basically made, Linda Hallberg's a makeup artist, so these are made for cheeks, lips, eyes, wherever you want to put it. I wouldn't put these on the eyes because they're a little too emollient, but they actually do work for me as more of as both cheek and eye sort of a thing. Not cheek and eye, cheek and lip, there we go. And all sorts of different colors, but you can get like a nice shiny formula that has pretty good staying power for these, and you can tap it on the cheeks, just give you a little bit of different colors to it. Now I have 4 of them. And what I found, and I love the packaging is very sleek. You can't tell unless you look on the bottom what the flavor of them is. But I like the formula. I have 2 of these that are just fantastic colors for me. The other 2, like this one, the Garnet is kind of more of a deeper fall kind of shade, but I'm loving I think it's Cultured, but I have one called Pop that's a pink. I have two different pops in my collection that I'm going to show you, but I really like the formula. It's more of the shades that I'm looking for, but I do have a great orange and a great pink in here that I really liked, and then when we get to fall, probably this one here will be better as far as that goes. Now, when I said I have other pops, so Laura Mercier came out with this, and this is a high vibe lip shine, this sort of packaging, really nice colors, very saturated. They had some that were very soft too, but I have 3 different colors in this. I got basically a nude, a pink, and more of a terracotta. I like these are slippy, shiny, light. They actually, when you put them on, they kind of settle down a little bit, so they're not staying in that more slippy state, but it's not where it like is, you know, down and making you feel like you're being desiccated. It's just a very nice formula. I like having the 3 different shades. These are things that you could definitely throw in your purse. I like them. I think I feel pretty good with 3 of them. There was another color, Love, that I kind of looked at longingly, but I'm like, I have a lot of new lip color, so I don't necessarily need another one of the same formula, but I did pick up more than one for that. So those are the ones from Laura Mercier. Now at the same time, we did end up getting, this is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lipstick. And they have that same kind of packaging, except they're longer. Like this is the Laura Mercier, and then this is, if you put the cap on it, the comparison in height and color. So they're a little different color, but they're the same kind of thing. And the formula is kind of the same too. These don't really have any set down, and so they're always going to be that slippy, juicy sort of formula. I got the first one in my Ipsy. Bailey Sarian had done the Ipsy. Now it's going to be called the Icon box, but it was the X box with, you know, the Ipsy X, you know, collab with, and now it's going to be the Icon box. But anyway, I got the first one in the box, and then I went to QVC, had a 3-pack of summer colors. They still have their fall and winter ones available, but I picked up the 3-pack from QVC for more summer colors, because this is one of those things that I'm going to be wanting to just reapply, and have it be something that it wears off. You can put it on, it wears off, and you really don't have to think too much about it. It's not like, you know, such a definitive look that you're going to be looking for, but it's just juicy, easy. Juicy sounds weird, but that's kind of how, you know, it's the Maracuja oil. So it's hydrating, it's easy, got summer colors, so I feel really good about that. Now I did pick up different lip liners also from Linda Hallberg, and I probably will talk more about that. The only downside is they don't really make the colors easy to find. Like one of them I have no idea what the color is, but the other one has it in really tiny lettering, but her crayons are just amazing. Really, you know, like not creamy where it just all over your face, but it's like creamy, you apply it nicely, and then just sets down and is waterproof, and lovely. So I did really enjoy the lip liners from Linda Hallberg from LA Cosmetics. So that's something, they don't have a huge amount of colors, but they've got a decent amount, and like I said, with all of her products, generally you can put them anywhere on your face. You can use them lip liner, eyeliner, whatever you want to do. So then just recently, we're almost there, you guys, can you believe it? Just recently I picked up the 2 of the Rare Beauty. These are kind of, they're named a lip oil. These are really not a lip oil. This is a lip stain. Kind of goes from an oil and then changes to more of a lip gloss feeling, and then kind of wiggles back and forth between that. They definitely have like a minty cooling tingle to them, and the tingle lasts for quite a while. I mean, I'm talking about like half hour, 45 minutes or more when you apply them. The colors are really pretty. All of them are very wearable. If you don't mind the tingly effect, I don't see a lot of plumping out of it, maybe just a tiny bit, but the color reads are nice. The shiny part does wear off, and it has a stain, a very definitive stain. I got 2 colors, Joy, and I think the other one is Wonder. Yep. I'm okay with this being that, but if you're looking for a lip stain, you didn't mind the tingly thing, these are nice lip stains, but I wouldn't go for them if you're wanting just an emollient lip oil. Wouldn't do it, but they're nice. Now also recently I picked up the Nars. These are lovely. They don't tell you what color they are by the outside. They're all just the great packaging, the gold packaging. I got them in 2 shades. I went and I tried out another one that was in the orange category, the Truth or Dare, but the thing is I didn't end up purchasing it at full price because as you probably see, I have a lot of like springy, summery, orangey kind of colors, but this is a really great lightweight, shiny lip color. Again, it doesn't do anything exceptional. It doesn't stain, doesn't plump, doesn't whatever. It's just emollient, shiny, and the colors are really pretty. This is something that I would put in my purse and just use, and because it's a thinner, lighter sort of a formula, it's one of those that you're going to use up, because if you use this anytime at all, it just, you know, like after a while you're just going to use it up. So if you actually want to work through a lip color, this is one you could do that. Like the Dolce Vita color is just exceptionally wearable, pretty, and easy to work with. It feels nice. You have to reapply it, so it's not going to be long lasting, so you're going to work through a tube of it, but I like this formula. Got to, you know, maybe in the future if it's on sale, or maybe, you know, like I have a whole bunch of things planned for the Sephora sale, so I'm not going to say I'll pick it up during the Sephora sale, but because I have other lip colors like the Truth or Dare color, the orangey peachy one, I'm not going to pick it up for full price, but I do like these, and you can just easy peasy lemon squeezy. So if you like that kind of thing, the Tarte or this are really easy to work through. So the next sort of rabbit hole that I fell down was the Lisa Eldridge. I got a palette from her. I got the lip gloss, the Embrace formula. It's a nice treatment, sort of a gloss. Some of the other colors do have a lot of color payoff. If you're looking for something with that, it's really nice. It feels good. It's emollient. But do I think that it's heads above other types of lip glosses or lip treatments that I have? Probably not. But if you did have a color that you liked, you could fall into this one. You wouldn't be unhappy, but it is a higher price point than some of the other lip glossy products that you could get. But it was nice. Now the other things, I have, I got 2 of the Velvet color. And then I came back because I wanted another color in the Velvet, the more matte formula. And then I wanted to try the Lucent, the more slippy colors. And so I ended up with a total, and these are really highly magnetic. I don't know if you can, it fell down, but these are really magnetic. So like if you put them on the table next together, they like roll together and click. So anyway, that's kind of fun. But anyway, I got 5 of them. They're different types. But the Velvet mattes are very beautiful. Really nice colors, really nice payoff. And she does a really interesting thing, making the colors read differently. Like, it's kind of magical, I gotta say. Like, really interesting color theory, like blending different warms, cools, and neutrals in a shade to make it really, like, strangely good for a lot of different skin tones. So I'd say if you're looking for a matte, these are very comfortable, very long lasting. The other ones are the super pigmented ones, and I can't remember the name right now, but I'll put it up, or put it in the description box. But then the other one that I picked up was more of the luxuriously lucent lipsticks. That's more like, again, this slippy kind of formulation. That's going to be great for summer. I got it in Atomic Cherry. So it's got that nice slippy to it. I think if you were going to try Lisa Eldridge, that the velvets, and you wanted a matte, the velvets are really good. You just pick a color that you're wanting. And she has everything, you know, all different kind of, from, you know, beiges and browns to plums to purples to reds. I am looking at picking up another, like a couple in the reddish kind of tomatoey color for summer. So the fact that I'm looking to pick something else up, I also did really like the foundation sample that I got. So I may be also, when I make an order, picking up a foundation from that. But anyway, these are great. The packaging's great. It again has the closure. These feel heavy, these feel luxurious. It has the shiny gold with the brushed gold, and her logo on the front of them, and then the color on the bottom. I'm really liking this. This does feel like a luxurious experience, a luxury experience. Now we're going to, speaking of not a luxury experience, but something that I do want to talk about, the new launches from Pat McGrath, from these started out, this packaging started out with the Bridgerton collection, but it's the Satin Allure lip colors. And let me clean off a hand because I'm going to swatch these. Now the biggest point of contention for these just seems to be the packaging. Some people don't feel like it's a luxury experience from Pat McGrath. The packaging is really light comparatively to a lot of the original Pat McGrath sort of things, but I don't mind that. I didn't really love the whole packaging with the lips on it, and how heavy that was, but in the end, that's fine. What I love is the formula. I have loved this formula for so long. So I have 2, technically I have 3 from the Bridgerton release, and then I picked up 2. I picked up a warm tone and a cool tone. And speaking of things that are really wearable for a lot of different skin tones, I feel like from the initial launch, negligee, a lot of people got negligee in their PR, and I was shocked about how good it looked on all different skin tones. just across the board, just really lovely. And I loved Negligee. I thought that was such a great color. So I picked up a lot of in this latest launch are just really lighter, more peachy beige tones. So I wanted something with more of a color payoff. So I ended up getting Petalica, that's this guy right here. And then what did I get? I shouldn't have taken my glasses off and on there. Boudoir Bloom. And let me swatch that for you. But I really, really like this formula. It's creamy, soft, goes on really nicely, has really lovely color profiles. And I'm just going to put this one on, the Boudoir Bloom. But it's something I feel like these are good for summer. They're good, you know, because you can just and be done, you know, so they're really, you don't have to babysit these colors at all. They do wear, and so you'll have to reapply them, but they're just lovely. Again, you heard the snap of those, so it's not a magnetic, but I just really love this formula. It is kind of a slightly better version than these guys and the Hourglass. Some of it is because of the wear of it. Some of it is because of the color interest. The packaging notwithstanding, this formula is really nice. And so when the Sephora sale happens, so those are the two colors, and you can tell I was just wanting spring. Here I am in black, of course, but I've really been wanting those lovely spring colors. But it really feels like that if I'm going to spend the money for this kind of formulation, the Pat McGrath is actually where I'm going to, for a bullet lipstick, is probably where I'm going to spend my money. And I want to pick up one other one whenever it comes to Sephora, where I can get points or things on sale. I didn't know the collection that launched, like theoretically these were supposed to launch with the Love collection, and then it was like, no, it's not going to be till almost a month later that these launched. And so I was really unclear whether or not, like, are they going to Sephora? Are they not? And I really wanted this. So I had a code for 10% off. So I got 10% off of them, but I'm not at all unhappy, and I would do it again. And that's kind of how you know, like, I have my eye out for one more color. I've picked up now, so this would be 5 total of the Satin Allure that I have. I am almost through one of the Negligee color from the Bridgerton launch, and granted that's been far enough, you know, back that, you know, a person should theoretically work through their lipstick in that amount of time. But for me, who has a larger lip color collection, as you've just seen, for me to be going through lip colors is pretty impressive. So I like this formula a lot, would recommend. Do get it on sale if you can, but I don't think that you'd be upset with the formulation at all. So I think it's just a color preference. And I think of the new ones, like, depending on what you're looking for, if you want a stain, the Rare Beauty's great, if you don't mind the tingle. If you want something that's just like lovely and you know, take it and go, any of these, so the Maracuja, the Laura Mercier, or the Nars, as far as the higher end goes, those would be great. If you're making an order from LH Cosmetics, the Fantasticks are fantastic. They're really nice. They're great. Just pick a color that you like and go from there. So I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. As you can tell, I don't do a lot of liquid lipsticks, but the KVD and the One Size have really been my favorites for that. So they're kind of in their own little category, the small category, but it's saying something that I did pick up, that I have 5 of these, but the glosses are really lovely. They're a heavier gloss, but I don't find them gloopy, but it's just, they're a really lovely product. So And you've got a whole range of other things to choose from here that you might like, but I feel like those sorts of, you know, we're ready for summer. If you're making the Lisa Eldridge, the Lucent lipsticks for summer are kind of, again, in this slippery emollient sort of a formula that's nice for summer. So I feel like you've got a lot of things that might be of interest to you. So try something out, see what you think. Let me know your thoughts below if you have a favorite in that kind of like good for summer, easily applied, no babysitting formula. Let me know and I will give it a try. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you are ready for spring and summer, or if you're in a different hemisphere and you're getting ready for fall and winter. There's a lot of different colors in these lip products that I said that would be great for going into fall. So anyway, hope you are well, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.